What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good morning and welcome to this new video on Ethereum, your daily Ethereum update. We're going to go over all the technicals, all the fundamentals you need to know, and I'll basically give you an idea about Ethereum today. Today is again going to be a very volatile day. If we take a look at the volume of Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, you can already see that it's very high. Bitcoin reached volumes of 55 billion, which is I think on par with the highest volume we've seen in the entire year. Ethereum reached 18 billion. I don't think that's nearly as high as, for example, what we had in May now in 2021. But last year even last year with FTX it was way more. So with Ethereum is a little bit less volatile, but it's a little bit less voluminous. But it's very bullish. As you can see, yesterday we identified this kind of structure. We kind of had this bearish momentum still that we respected at that point of time. But there obviously was nothing technical about this move. We got a lot of bullish momentum due to multiple reasons, which we'll go over in this video. But we got a bullish breakout above that level at 1610 and rallied up to our next resistance level between 1680 and 1660. So we'll also talk about whether we can continue that up to perhaps 1760, those kind of areas, and just, what to expect. So before we get into that, I do want to say that if you want to receive daily trading signals, check out the links in either the pinned comment or the description. There you'll find instructions on how to join. But now onto Ethereum. So as I said, even though technically this looks like a very nice bullish breakout, there really wasn't anything technical about that. The entire bull run that started practically Sunday evening, but that continued yesterday, I think was very fundamentally driven. I think it was partially because of relief, because of the banking sector in the US not falling. But there were multiple things. There also seems to be some optimism about the economic situation in the world, which we'll dive into a little bit later as well. And was also visible, for example, with the dollar strength index dropping down quite severely and having some bearish breakouts. And apart from that, there was also a very big buy order coming from Binance in probably a very short amount of time. So it was actually not that much money in terms of percentage to the total volume. But if you get a lot of orders at one point of time, you'll get some sort of a minor short squeeze as well, causing us to rally quite a bit. So that brought us where we are right now, below 1680. But technically, we're really in this level. Between 1680 and 1660. You can also see that we're respecting it, so it's a fairly unique market situation. But the big thing today, obviously, and that's going to determine whether we can continue this bullish momentum or not, and that we're going to drop down. That big event is the inflation rate and the CPI coming from the US. That's going to determine what the economic situation in the US is really like and what we can expect from the interest rates in the upcoming months, but also next week when we have the next interest rate decision. So in general, I will be live streaming during this as well, so check it out if you're interested in that. But in general, it is, if it's higher than the consensus, it's bad. If it's lower than the consensus, it's good. So if it's actually lower than the consensus, if the inflation rate is actually dropping, like the market is kind of expecting right now, I think we can rally all the way up to 1760. There's a little bit of resistance at 1720, but I don't think that's enough to prevent us from continuing this bullish momentum all the way up there. Apart from that, this move, in my eyes, is still very fragile. So if it's actually higher than expected, the whole catalyst of having better economic circumstances is gone. And why is crypto bullish then? There are still reasons, but there's also a reason why we would be bearish. So in that case, we would probably drop down to at least 1550 again, but probably also down to 1500 and 1480. So I'll monitor it closely. I'll be live streaming, as I said, for today until the inflation rate. I kind of expect us to stay around this level, probably drop down a little bit towards 1620, 1640, because the dollar strength index is quite bullish for a couple more percentage points. But yeah, as I said, I'll monitor it closely. I'll see you this afternoon. For now, take care and bye.